Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Holly Ewens, a very good morning to you and congratulations on your website. Janet told us about paekakariki.nz last week. I've had a good old explore and well done, Holly. Let's talk about the website, which, what are you? Are you sort of the convener, the compiler, the editor? What do you do with the website?
I am the editor, but I was also part of the collective that helped to build the website. Yeah, it's called Paekakariki.nz, and it's governed by Paekakariki-informed communities, which also used to publish the Paekakariki Express, which I think some listeners would also remember.
Indeed. And when I was talking about this before with the listeners, I was sort of struggling to say what a website is these days. I came down on bulletin board. But when you think about publications such as the Paekakariki Express, it's almost the modern equivalent of that kind of community information oracle.
Yes, exactly. And that's what we wanted to recreate in a modern digital format, but also it was for visitors to our village, particularly with Transmission Gully going through. There was some concern that we may miss out on some visitors to our site, to our village.
So look, it's excellent, people. If you want to know what's happening in Paekakariki, it's highly likely to appear on paekakariki.nz. Now, we
have a very thorough events calendar on our page.
Yes.
And a lot of stories and things too. So it's definitely worth checking out. It's quite a deep site.
It
sure so you could spend quite a long time looking through. Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I found on the website is what they call a short consultation document on Wainui Whenua. And this is a very interesting potential development in Paekakariki, around about 450 hectares of land owned by the Transport Authority. And the question is, what is going to happen with that land? And it seems as if the community is making a case.
Exactly. So it's co-chaired by Jenny Rowan, who many listeners will remember, and has got a lot of key, connected and passionate individuals, as well as a big, huge sweep of community groups, example, Ngā Urewora, the Community Trust, the Community Board, and many others. So we are trying to secure that land under the Public Works Act. And this Sunday, there is a public hui. There's a really big consultation document up on the event, so listeners can easily go to paekakariki.nz and find it. And then there is an online survey. We would love it if you could come along to the hui on Sunday, 1 till 3.
Yes, indeed. Now, I think it's very important that people do go along to the hui, because 450 hectares of land, that is large in the scale of Paekakariki. We're talking about literally a game changer here. And I imagine that there'll be some people in Paekakariki don't want the game to be changed. They quite like things the way they are.
Oh, I'm sure, and it's important that it's not just Paekakariki's voice, because this is of significance to the whole Kapiti region. The Wainui Whenua vision is about creating a regional park, so with mountain biking tracks, flooding mitigation, wetland restoration, and potentially some small areas of housing. This also forms the gateway to Kapiti when you come down from Transmission Gully exit. So it's of significance to the whole Kapiti region, not just Paekakariki.
Absolutely, and it could be a model of a future disposal of public lands as well.
Absolutely. If we succeed in securing this land under the Public Works Act, we believe we may be the first in New Zealand to do so.
Excellent. And I know a tremendous amount of work has been done. That's obvious from the consultation document, but I know there's been heaps of meetings. Have iwi been involved in this, Holly?
They've been involved from the outset. So the name Wainui Whenua comes from Ngāti Haumea, ki Paekakariki. That's our mana whenua here. And they are consulted with heavily from the very get-go. So our kaupapa is set from Ngāti Haumia.
Something else that occurs to me, you talk about limited amount of housing, and I imagine the housing has to be limited because there are sort of physical, ecological constraints within which we have to work. And one of those in Paekakariki is the water supply, which is unique, it's local, and it is limited, isn't it?
It is. And also there's the sites that, there's only some sites that are suitable for housing. From our current ground truth have done a great scope of maps and things, which you can also find on the website. So there's only small pockets which are okay for housing. So, and it also doesn't align with our kaupapa to have a massive housing development, but so it needs to be sympathetic.
Indeed. So it's a very comprehensive plan, and we await further reports on that. And no doubt they'll appear on paekakariki.nz. What else is happening in Paekakariki, Holly?
Next weekend, not this weekend, we've got Greg Johnson's Christmas Cocktail Club.
Ooh.
And it's a Sunday, so it's a Sunday afternoon, 2:30 p.m. till 5. People may know him. He's now California-based, but Kiwi singer-songwriter.
Oh, he's one of my favourite Kiwi musos. He's terrific.
Yeah, great.
Oh, terrific.
Well, so he's playing in the Village.
Yep.
He's won two TUI Music Awards, and he's 8 top 20 albums, and Silver Scroll, and so that sounds like it's quite a fun afternoon.
Too right. Excellent.
And what else have we got on? We've got, if listeners aren't aware, we have a wonderful bike library here. Are you aware of that, John?
I was aware of a bike library, but I'm sure many people are not.
Yes. Set up by Jan Nisbet. They recycle bikes, and for a very small fee, will supply you with a bike, whether it's for your child to bike to college or for leisure as an adult or for a toddler. And they are open every Thursday afternoon from 12 till 5, and they'll also teach you how to upgrade your bike. And it's a wonderful
service.
Yes.
And it's great to hear that Jan is still proceeding along with all of that enthusiasm that she's always displayed. She's a force of nature, that lady, isn't she?
She's a force of nature.
And just
Paekakariki has a few forces of nature.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Yes, you're not short in characters, that's for sure. And it's lovely to talk to one of them this morning. Holly, thank you very much for joining us. No doubt we'll do it again sometime soon.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. That is Holly Ewens.
106.3 Beach FM.